If this phone is trash, you'll know by the end of this video. Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and review of the Infinix Note 10 Pro. Let's see what we have in the box. When you open it up, you're greeted with the smartphone. Let's take out the sticker on the front and on the back. This is the Nordic Secret color. It also comes in purple and black. We have a warranty card, an envelope that houses the SIM ejection tool, your X-Park leaflet, your X-Club dollar bill, a tempered glass screen protector, and a clear TPU case. It fits properly, has all your necessary cutouts, and of course it protects the camera bump. On the bottom compartment, we have a 33-watt fast charger, a USB Type-C cable, and a pair of earphones. You can see all the 4G bands that it supports here, including Glow 4G band 28. On the front, you have a 6.95-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display with 90Hz refresh rate. Right at the top, you have a 16-megapixel camera with dual flash. On the back, you have a 64-megapixel quad camera setup with quad flash and some Infinix branding. On the left, you have a 3-in-1 tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs and an SD card. On the right, you have a volume rocker and power button which doubles up as your fingerprint sensor. On the top, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have your speaker, a USB Type-C port, a microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The design of the Note 10 Pro is not that different from the vanilla Note 10. It's the same plastic build on the back and frame, fairly similar size and dimensions, but I love everything this color is doing. It shifts from purple to blue to white. It reminds me of the breathing crystal color that we first saw on the Huawei P30 Pro and then later on the Huawei Y9s. However, this one also happens to be textured and kind of feels like sandpaper, completely resistant to fingerprint smudges unlike the glossy purple color of the vanilla Note 10 that I reviewed. This color is way better. On the front, the similarities continue with that Samsung-style Infinity O display. We get the same problems with sunlight legibility and viewing angles, not ideal for outdoorsy types. What's new here is the 90Hz refresh rate / 180Hz touch sampling rate for smoother scrolling and gaming. As far as consuming content goes, you get the exact same experience as the Note 10 and the Zero 8. The Note 10 Pro comes with 128 gigs of storage and 8 gigs of RAM. You get 114 gigs of available storage. We are running on Android 11 with XOS Dolphin version 7.6 slapped on top of it. Same one on the vanilla Note 10, complete with bloatware and ads. You've not experienced a terrible custom UI yet until you've tried using one of these. The Pro version sports the X Note app as well, but there's no pen in sight here too. It's nothing like the real deal that we saw on the Note 6, and I already covered everything you need to know about this and more in my Note 10 review. If you haven't seen it already, be sure to see it right after this one. The Infinix Note 10 Pro uses the MediaTek Helio G95 octa-core CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz, and it's a gaming mid-range chipset that is basically the G90T with a few tweaks for an even better gaming experience. This is easily the best thing about the Pro version. It handles all your everyday social media apps and of course graphics intensive games. The Note 10 Pro however does not do this effortlessly, as you can feel the back get warm pretty quickly. Nothing too severe, but you should keep an eye out on the battery if you're out and about while going crazy with gaming. The fingerprint sensor has the same issues that the Note 10 has. Sometimes it unlocks too fast that it unlocks before you remove your finger right after putting the phone to sleep. That is if it's the same finger that you keyed in. I think it's a security risk. Face unlock here is fast and unlocks in every type of lighting, even in the complete dark and with your side view, and not an aggressive one. I don't recommend you use it. Here's how the dual speakers compare side by side the Infinix Zero 8s. When it comes to gaming, as usual I played PUBG on HD graphics and high frame rates, the highest PUBG setting for this phone. This is one of its key selling points and it did not disappoint in that aspect. The front firing speaker makes your gaming experience complete. It's a shame that it does not run as cool as the Zero 8 while gaming long term. Then again, it's not something that will burn your hands or anything like that. The Note 10 Pro is powered by a 5000 mAh battery and I put it through my usual battery test, including 4 hours of PUBG, 2 hours plus on Facebook, 2 hours on Instagram, etc. all on Wi-Fi. This gave me less than 10 hours of screen on time with 12% left to spare, which is actually better than what I got on the vanilla Note 10. Gaming takes a lot more out of this battery than it does your average mid-range phone. While these are not excellent results for 2021 plus a battery of this capacity, it will last the average user a full day and some change. It took me 45 minutes to charge from 0 to 65% and 1 hour and 36 minutes for a full charge with the fast charger that came in the box. It's time to see if the Note 10's camera is any good and how it holds up to the Zero 8's camera. I'll be using their max settings, however, it's wise to note that megapixel count cannot determine how good the output is. Let's see some photos. Outdoors, the selfie camera actually looks decent, quite detailed, a little overprocessed and maybe even a hint of grain filter, but it's not the same wacky camera that is on the vanilla Note 10 and I'll take that as a win. With portrait mode, the depth sensing is all over the place. Looking around the perimeter of my head, you'll see all the errors. With the primary camera, I actually like the output. Balanced exposure level, it's detailed, complexion looking a little burnt brown, which is just how this phone processes images in general. Looking at primary portraits, the depth sensing is really good. This photo is looking really sharp, almost too sharp. Dynamic range is a bit on the average side, but somehow appears better with the ultra-wide lens, which of course is not as detailed as the main lens. The macro camera seems to do what it's meant to do when you get real close, not bad at all. Comparing it with the Zero 8 selfie camera, the Zero 8 has a wider angle and the skin tones appear more natural looking and less filtered than the processed look of the Note 10 Pro's shot. From the looks of my hair, the Zero 8's camera is looking a lot more detailed. Using their primary cameras, same story on the color profile, but the camera on the Note 10 Pro is sharper and more detailed. Indoors is where you see what cameras are made of, and the Note 10 Pro selfie camera is neither bright nor detailed. Primary camera actually looks brighter, but these are not looking like mid-range quality in the least bit. A little disappointing, to be honest. Looking at it side by side, the Zero 8 selfie, despite looking like I'm wearing too much powder on my face, is actually brighter and more detailed than the Note 10 Pro's shot. With the primary lens, the Zero 8 hands down destroys the Note 10 Pro's camera. It has rich, natural looking skin tones and details which the Note 10 Pro lacks. Taking portrait selfies, in spite of the color disparity, depth sensing is actually not bad on both. Same story for primary portrait, the Note 10 Pro looks like the better portrait phone camera on both counts. Super night mode on these phones are actually really good, the Zero 8 is brighter and the Note 10 Pro is sharper when you crop in. Here's a selfie I took in a pitch dark room with flash on the Note 10 Pro. So this is the front-facing camera of the Infinix Note 10 Pro, and here's what the audio sounds like. Now I'm going to switch on over to the ultra steady mode to show you what that looks like. And now this is the ultra steady mode, which shoots in 1080p from the front-facing camera. So let me know what you think about this footage in the comments. I'm just going to move around a little bit so that you can see if it actually works. I can see a bit of a crop factor on there. Thankfully, the Infinix Note 10 Pro is not the disappointment that the vanilla Note 10 is. It may seem like the Zero 8's successor, but I will not advise you to upgrade if you already own the Zero 8. As you saw, the cameras on this phone won't win any awards. This phone is strictly for hardcore gamers and people who are power users but not so much into smartphone photography. Yes, it's a better gaming phone than the Samsung Galaxy A52 and the Redmi Note 10 Pro, however I will personally pick those two over this phone for the AMOLED displays, cameras plus Gcam compatibility, build quality and durability. If you're buying this Nordic Secret color, you're getting one of the most beautiful mid-rangers that your budget can buy. I think the price is actually a selling point. The Infinix Note 10 Pro is priced at 115,000 Naira, which converts to $235 US. I would love to know your thoughts about it and what devices you would like me to compare it with in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Do subscribe for more videos like this as it will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.